But since I believe that the life is endless, so I think even the God makes some compromises. You know, the God is wiser than what we think. If He let us advance, I do not believe He let us arrive to perfection. He will all the time leave enough room to become better and better and better. I don't think there is an end to it.
Simón, pero debe reconocer que era más cómodo, por ejemplo, en el México prehispano, cuando había varios dioses, uno para cada cosa. Para la lluvia, para el fuego, para no sé cuántas cosas. Porque uno solo metiéndose en todo hace muy cómodo la cosa.
No, look, first of all, the law permits us to make mistakes. It's quite tolerant, you know. It permits us to go wrong. And He doesn't permit us to become perfect all the time. But what I'm saying, there is a new stage. I don't say this is the final stage. I don't think science is God, very far from it. But I think science elevates us to a certain height. Like, for example, health helps us to overcome sickness that previously was impossible. I think war is a sickness, so we can cure it. And we have to turn our face to somewhere else. And going up a stage is quite an advancement. I don't suggest that we should be satisfied, very far from it. You know, when I'm being asked what is the contribution of the Jewish people to the rest of the world, my answer is dissatisfaction. A good Jew cannot be satisfied. It doesn't belong to us. And as long as you are dissatisfied, you are creating. It's not, I describe myself as a dissatisfied optimist. Because I believe things will be better, and we have to look at it differently. And history justifies it. History is a graduated optimism march. We live twice as much. Our life is better. Our health is better. Our education is higher. It's not the end. There is no end. And if we parents can permit our children to do better, let them do better. I see all now about the Middle East. I know that what you let me tell what my views. There are today in the Middle East 350 million people, Arabs. The population grew in the last 50 years 5 times without a growth of the production. So what was growing was really poverty. And now the people thought that Allah will correct it. But they are young Arabs. And they are already online. They are connected with smartphones and computers. And they say, just a moment, we have to do something too, not only Allah. So they introduced the revolution, what they call the Arab Spring. And they were successful, partly. We got rid of dictators. They urged the people to go to the elections. They went to the elections. But they were not elected because they were not organized. Who won the elections? The organized group, which is the Muslim Brothers. They won the elections, but they lost the issues. When they were elected, they discovered they don't have answers. All of them, they're in crisis. And the terror is dividing them to pieces. And I think the revolution is not over. Young girls and boys are not going to be hungry forever, unemployed, oppressed, insulted, discriminated. Take just one issue like the discrimination of women. You see, here we need tolerance, really. You know, Obama every time we met, he asked me, who is against democracy in the Middle East? And I'm telling him, the husbands. They don't want to give it right. Now, if you notice, among the young people who are protesting, the majority are women. Because they're sick and tired that they're being considered slaves. And if the mother is uneducated, the victims are the children. They will be uneducated. So the revolution is not over. And I think it will be continued. Today you have 99 million out of the 250 that are connected. Next year it will be 200 million. The real divide today is digital more than religious. It doesn't mean that I don't have feelings and I don't have anything else. Now when it comes to us, look, we cannot remain Jewish and trying to control other people. It goes against everything that Judaism stands for. We are basically, when we say we are a chosen people, what we mean is that we choose the mode. Attraction is the most important one, not power, not strength. We were attacked 7 times, outgunned, outnumbered. Rationally, we should have lost all the wars. We won the wars. We won. But even when we won, we say, that's not the real winning we look for. The real victory will be peace, not just military. Not just military victories. These are passing. And you know, the Arabs didn't recognize the Palestinians. We were the first to recognize them. The West Bank was in the hands of Jordan, they never gave it to the Palestinians. Gaza was in the hands of Egypt, they never gave it. We recognized it. And they had long talks with Arafat, building me hours and hours. I told them, look, if you want really to have a state, you must unite your people. If you have 2 armies, you will not have one land. If you have 2 rifles, you won't have one nation, you must have 1 rifle. And I spoke with him at length about Lincoln, about Ben Gurion. You have to unite the people, otherwise you'll kill them. And he was half-hearted about it. I mean, without him, we wouldn't start. With him, we couldn't conclude. And from my standpoint, the real problem is that the Palestinians are disunited. Part is for peace in the West Bank under Ahmad and Abbas, and part is in Gaza, terror. Now, what is the problem with terror? You know, we withdraw from Gaza completely. We took out our settlers, our settlements. It wasn't easy. We have had to mobilize 75,000 policemen to bring them back home. And we spent $3 billion for alternative houses. And we handed over Gaza completely to the Arabs without any conditions. Now the Hamas came in. They have overthrown the Abbas government, and they turned to terror, shooting rockets at our people.